Spawn at West Zone 2. Right, so you're going to spawn at a random location. A landmark that you want to look for is a big boulder. Now, I can't see it, but I will try search and find it. So if you see this forest patch, the boulder will be on the left side of it. Okay, so there is that boulder in the background that I was talking about. Now, if you come up to this forest patch and you start going down along it, look out for this thing here. This is a Explorer Note shrine, and if you stand over it, it will give you an Explorer Note, and those give you lots of points, as you can see. Now, what I like to do is I like to put it pretty much all into movement speed. Anyway, once you've done that, you continue running down this way, and it may be a bit hard to find, but you should find a pot somewhere. So, once you've found another shrine and the pot, go ahead and obviously collect the pot, and then you're going to put once again into movement speed. Now what I do is I upgrade movement speed until it's at level 130. Also, if you need to grab a drink, sorry for the brightness, you can head down to this beach here and press E in the water to grab a drink. So I will do that, and then if you see over there, there's a second part of forest. If you go there, there will be another Explorer Note shrine. Okay, so now I'm here and I've got the Explorer Note. I'm going to stand on it to collect it once again, and now that I've got to 160, I like to put 6 points into stamina, and then you're going to run through these trees until you get to this cliff face. Once you get to the cliff face, go along it and you will see some edges up here. Now be careful, just walk along the edges, and what you're trying to see is a platform along here. Now that platform will also have another Explorer Note. See, right here. So we are going to drop down and collect the Explorer Note, and then because we put those points into health, we're going to put the rest of the points into stamina until it gets up to 10. And then you're going to drop down here into the water. You can jump from any height, just make sure you don't land on a rock. And you're going to come along here. Oh dear, there's raptors. There's not normally raptors along here. So yep, as I was saying, you're going to come along here. Don't get stuck in there, because otherwise you cannot move. So yeah, there's not normally raptors, but because I've upgraded my movement speed, I will be able to outrun them. Oh dear. Right, so as I was saying, because I've upgraded my movement speed, I'll be able to outrun them, and I'll bring you back when the area is clear. Okay, the coast is clear. Now what you're going to want to look for is yet another one of those Explorer Note shrines. Once you've collected it, what I like to do from here is I like to put it into weight until I get weight up to 250 to 300, I find is a good one. And then you're going to run up here, up to the boulder, so you get a better advantage point. Or not directly to the boulder, but you're going to run up here, and then you'll see that hill there, and probably not another raptor. But you're going to run up this hill here, and because I upgraded my movement speed, I am faster than the raptors. I've got no idea where they've gone. And that's a Carno. God, nothing's going well for me. Okay, anyway, you're going to collect that and head down this cliff here. So, yes, so you'll head down this cliff here. I'll come back to you when the area is clear. Okay, now that the area is clear, I am going to run up the hill. If you're wondering what I had to do, I had to basically run away and get myself killed, so they would go away. But you're going to run up the hill and get this chest. Then you're going to come back to where the edge looks like that and there's bugs. And then you're going to run down here, and halfway there should be another Explorer Note chest. So I'm going to get that and upgrade my weight to 250. Then you're going to come down and go to this island here. That's interesting. So you're going to go to this island here, and then you're going to run over to that island over there. Once you're here, you want to run along the left side of this waterfall right here, near the red obelisk. So you want to run along the left side until you get to a gap in the rocks. So once you're at this gap in the rocks, you want to head up to the gap, and on the very first turn and there will be another Explorer Note. I had two Dilophosaurs chasing me. So you're going to continue running, and then you're going to run until you get to this island here. Now be careful, as there may be a Sarker in the water, so just run fast and jump. So once you get to that island, jump across to this island, and then grab this Explorer Note here. Now that should put you up to a total level of... Oh yes, what I also like to do after I've done my weight is I like to go for fortitude, because it's very handy when you're going into the cold areas. So then once you've done this, I recommend either like punching a scary dinosaur or just putting yourself in the water and not coming up. I'm going to do that, and then I'll tell you what to do from there. Okay, so once you've done whatever you did, you're going to want to respawn at South Zone 1. So respawn, and once you're in, obviously you're going to have all the levels, but you're not going to have leveled up. So click your inventory button and go to this bit here. And what I like to do is go down to the very bottom, not to the very bottom, but to where I've leveled up the most, and just get what I need. But because I've been playing for a while, I know what I need. But for you guys, you can just go and get like a stone spear, campfire, hatchet, water skin, sleeping bag, all the foundations, building stuff, mortar and pestle, narcotics, standing torches are very handy, so are simple beds, wooden club, bowler, parasaur saddle, spyglass, stone arrow, bow, and this is where I'm going to stop at for today. So you want to get the wooden foundation, wooden wall, wood ceiling, door, and door frame. Now once you've done that, you can back out and you can just go and collect your resources. Okay, so I got lucky and found a supply crate which gave me wood walls, some wooden stuff, and some pipes. but I'll talk about the pipes later. So obviously once you've got your pickaxe, and if you don't know how to do that, you grab a stone and get 10 thatch and 1 wood. Once you've done that, you can get more wood and thatch, and then just go over to a rock and get some flint. I'd recommend not using those rocks. Actually, it's fine with a pickaxe, but don't use them with an axe, because these rocks are good for giving you metal. So obviously once you've got your stuff, you can craft your stone hatchet, and you can also go and collect some bushes. Okay, so once you've gone and collected your bushes, you can craft, I need a bit more wood. Once you've gone and crafted your, got your bushes, you can craft some spears. So I'm just going to craft 3 for now, and I'm going to put them in my inventory. And you can go and hunt a dilo. So just hold back and throw. Great, so now if you've hunted a dilo or a dodo, you can harvest them with the hatchet to collect hide and raw meat. If there's a bad thing, don't go near it. Pretty much, just don't go near it. So once you've done that, you can start collecting wood, and I'll do that and get back to you. Okay, so once you've done that, you might be a bit over encumbered. Basically it means you're heavy. So what you can do is you can craft, what I normally do is I craft 4 foundations. Well, because I've already got one, I'm going to craft 3, because I've already got that one. So wait for them to craft. Okay, so once you've crafted them, you can equip them and place them down. Sorry, that was my dog being naughty. And then you can collect some more wood and more wood. Okay, so once you've crafted your foundations, you can go ahead and craft 7 walls. I need a bit more fibre, so I can craft some walls. I don't mind him. On their own, they're friendly. Of course they're not on their own. Yeah, it doesn't matter about them. Oh, screw it. Right, so if you ever get attacked, you can just use your spears to defend yourself. Right, so now that I've done that, as I was trying to say, you can craft 7 walls. I'm only going to craft 4 though, because I picked up some walls earlier. So, yep, craft your walls, and once they're made, you can place them. Okay, so now that my walls are made, I'm going to place them around here. Now, depending on where you want your entrance to be, leave a 1 space gap for it. You're going to have 1 space because you already made 7 walls. And then you can go back to do, yet again, more tree chopping. Okay, so once you've gone and made your walls, you can go and craft 4 ceilings. And then you can also place them. Okay, so now that I'm here, I'm going to place my ceilings. I forgot that I had a spare one. And then you can go back and guess what? Yet again, more tree chopping. And get enough wood for a door and a door frame. Okay, so once you've collected enough wood for a door and a door frame, go ahead and make a door and a door frame. And then place those on your house. So, you're going to go ahead place the door frame. And you're going to go ahead and place the door. And look at that. You now have a perfect little house. Okay, so now once you've done that, you can go ahead and, if you need to, collect more resources. I need to collect more stone. So you can come up to rocks with your hatchet and hit them to get stone. Now your hatchet collects more stone and your pickaxe collects more metal and flint. So, once you've got them, you can get a campfire, and you can also place that in your humble abode. So I think I'm going to place it right in the corner there. And you can, so if you killed an animal earlier, you can put some wood in there, put some meat in there, and let it cook. Also, if you killed an animal earlier, you should have hide. And if you've got stones, I need a bit more fat, but you can craft a thing called a bowler. And that's pretty cool because it allows you to just hold a small sized dinosaur in a position. So craft a bowler and craft a club. You might need 2 clubs. I'm going to craft 2 clubs to be safe. So I'm going to put them in my slot, and I'm going to go find a parasaur. So I have come across a very rare thing that rarely happens ever. Basically, I haven't seen a single parasaur out here. So instead of taming a parasaur, I'm going to tame a Pteranodon. Oh no, don't fly off. Right, I'm not going to bowler him. Oh damn it, I threw it as well. Okay, I will see you when I find another Pteranodon. Guess who hasn't seen a Pteranodon land for about 20 minutes? Oh, there's one over there. Oh, but that guy's in the way. I'm sure he might eat him. No. No. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, you're actually kidding me. This game is a sick joke. Anyway, I'll come back to you once I've found another Pteranodon. Okay, I found another Pteranodon. Right, what level is he? Oh no, I'm not taming that. I don't have the resources. Oh, there's another one over there. Right, don't fly off and be a low level, please. 16, that's the one from before. Right, okay, now that I've got him, I need to start hitting him in the head with this bat. Make sure it is a low level, because a high level is not going to get knocked out as easy. Okay, once it's knocked out, you want to stop hitting it. And if you have any spare meat on you, put it in its inventory. Also, put any of these blackberries in its inventory and feed it to him. He will appreciate that. Well, he won't, it keeps him unconscious for longer. But yeah, so whilst he's taming, if you want to see where they are and what status they're at, you can go to this tab here and click on them to select them, and then just sort of look at in their vicinity, and then you can see how unconscious they are and what their taming progress is. So once you've done that, because you put your raw meat on earlier, you can go back to your camp and collect your fine raw meat. Now this will provide you with a meat source that you're probably going to use for the rest of the game. A food source that you probably use for the rest of the game. It's so handy. Right, so what you want to be doing is just sort of collecting blackberries and looking after him to make sure he doesn't go conscious. So you want him to eat food, but you don't want that purple bar to go all the way down to the bottom. So feeding him the blackberries makes the purple bar go up. So that's the purple bar there. Pretty much. Okay, so I will cut back to you once he's tamed, because it's very boring process taming. Most of the time at least. Okay, so he just took his first bit of food, and because he's a low level, it put him up to 64%. 69%. Now, if you're trying to feed a high level with raw meat, it's going to take forever. So I recommend using raw meat for low levels, but for high levels, and I'll get into this in a later episode, use prime meat. It will make it so much easier. Anyway, I drop a comment if you're liking this, and if you got this far, drop a comment saying Ark is better than Minecraft. Yes, put a comment in. Or if you think Minecraft's better than Ark, put a comment saying Minecraft is better than Ark. Anyway, I'll cut back to when he's tamed. Okay, so congrats. If everything went all according to plan, you should have a Pteranodon. Right, turn that little tame tracker off by clicking it. Now he will automatically be following you, but on keyboard, if you want him to stop following you, press Y, and look at him and press Y. And if you want him to start following you, look at him and press T.